Normalizing Machine is presented as a scientific experiment. We're trying to teach machines how does a normal person look like. Machines only know normal. If it's not normal, it's a deviation from the norm. For us, we actually work the other way around. We identify when someone is abnormal. Participants are asked to step in front of a camera, and then they're presented with two portraits. They're asked to point at the one that looks more normal. That portrait stays, and then the next one is entered in, 5 rounds like that. At the end, they have to compare between themselves and the most normal portrait. And after they do that, the image is added to this wall. The machine creates categorization of different segments of the face, the eyes, the ears, the nose, and it tries to understand what is a normal nose, what are normal eyes, what are normal ears. It was important for me to make a physical interaction because we have a body. Our eyes are within our body. When we are looking, we're also being looked at. And when we are analyzing, others are analyzing us as well. This is very different than computer vision. Computer vision is vision without body. And that really changes the whole idea of vision and communication. In the 19th century, the police in France started to use photography to document criminals. But then when they would arrest someone, they wouldn't know if he is who he says he is. Alphonse Bertillon was a French police officer and forensics pioneer, and he invented the mugshot, that picture that we all recognize as the picture of criminality. He also created this table, which he called le portrait parlé, the speaking portrait. If the person would not speak, their face would speak. He categorized it, so if this person has this kind of nose or chin or whatever, you look for them in this folder. For him, it was an indexing system. It was replaced a few years later by the fingerprint, but the people who actually continued using it was the eugenics movement and later the Nazis to try to identify the perfect human and to prevent people who are not perfect from recreating. So they took natural selection and Darwinism as a prescription rather than an analysis. This whole thing went underground after World War II, and now we're seeing this come back through machine learning and face recognition and computer vision. So I wanted to put this whole conversation about algorithms in a historical context. How do we actually deal with the idea of normality? How do we actually categorize and being categorized back? How does that change when we're changing to different technologies that look at us differently and we can't look back at them?